Sorry? Yeah. Testing. Yep. Yep, hello. And then that one.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome here to the 2022 IWBF World Championship here presented by the United Arab Emirates. We're live in the Dubai World Trade Center. Well, it's going to be a very, very big game today, of course. You know, what can we expect from these two teams?
Yeah, well, Germany, they've got such a lot of strength in depth with Germany, whether it's the starting five, whether it's the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, all the way up to the 12th man. They've got so much strength in depth that I'm expecting they're going to come out really strong. Thailand have got a lot of good perimeter scorers in this team. They're just going to have to try and hold on and weather that initial storm that we know Germany are going to bring. And it's definitely got the potential to be an exciting one, but I think slight favourites for this one are definitely Germany.
Well, Thailand, of course, some early success so far here at the IWBF World Championship. One of the players we have to talk about is number 4, Kwan Chai. I mean, he is magic, no doubt.
Yeah, before I came here before I arrived, I watched a little bit of your commentary, and that magic Kwan Chai started to stick in my head a little bit. Yeah, his perimeter game, he's so strong for this Thailand team, and they rely so much on his perimeter scoring that if he's having an off day, then they're going to struggle to have any chance in a game.
Number 15 for Thailand, Kassit, one of another key players for this team. But let's talk about Germany. I mean, excellence being demonstrated at the highest level here at the IWBF. I mean, when they had their opening game, I haven't seen a better team shoot for the perimeter.
Yeah, for most of these German players, during my last season coaching in Germany, I had sleepless nights trying to game plan for some of these players. So whether it's Haluski in the starting unit, or whether it's Thomas Boehmer, or off the bench, you've got the sides of Alex Budde, you've got the Jans, Sadler and Haller. You've got so much scoring depth all over the floor, and this group has played together for so many years, whether it's through the juniors, or this core of players for this Germany team has been together for so long that they're almost telepathic at the minute. They can make any play and they know what their teammate's going to be doing.
Now, if you're the head coach of this German national team, you got to think it's a bit of a headache, of course, because, you know, most teams we've seen, it's almost a set five that they have and not too much rotation at depth. In Germany, it's almost like, you know, you're a kid in a candy store. You can almost pick any good player to go out there, but that sometimes can be a bit of a headache for a coach.
Yeah, sometimes it's a nice problem to have, and then sometimes you can second guess yourself so many times. And it's just got to look at who's delivering training, the lineups that the opposition's going to be running, as well as the context of the game. If you know you've definitely first coming into that last game, you can rotate your bench a little bit and mix up your starting units and play some different units. And it's sort of a nice headache to have because it means you can balance your minutes really well if everybody's performing as well as they can.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome you to the IWBF live YouTube stream. Please make sure you give us a like and subscribe to the IWBF. We'll be featuring more games here. This is the 15th edition of the IWBF World Championship. The last one was held in 2018, where Great Britain are currently defending champions, but Germany could be a team, maybe Thailand as well, that will try to knock them off the medal round. Also, make sure you follow the IWBF on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram to get all the latest highlighted content and also news of all the outcomes. But again, it doesn't get any bigger than this. We're under a minute away. I never like to guess which team will win this, but Dylan, whichever team you're going to go with, I'm going to go with the opposite. Sorry.
Lucas.
I have just had a taxi moment there. Lucas, we have other commentators, Jerry and Dylan as well. Lucas, if you had to pick a team, who are you going with?
It's got to be Germany for me. For me, coming to this tournament, they're one of the dark horses for semi-finals and a podium spot. So I think going into this game, it's the way they performed in their opening two games. Germany have got to be the favourites for this one for me.
Well, if you're going with Germany, I'm going to have to go with Thailand. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a battle here. David versus Goliath. We're moments away from tip-off. Don't go anywhere, as we're going to be set to get this show underway. Well, Haluski, as you mentioned, being one of the key players, definitely one of the top perimeter shooters that we've seen so far here in the IWBF World Championship. Magic Kwanchai, number 4, and A. Cassett, his partner in crime, number 15. The question will be for the Thailand team, can they maintain 4 quarters against one of the favorites here at the IWBF World Championship? Well, if you are watching live, let us know in the world where you're watching. Which team are you supporting? Are you supporting Deutschland or are you supporting Thailand? And also, tell us your name so we can give you a shout out. The officials now just trying to get, I guess, a spare game ball, but we are set for tip. Natsukan's going to jump this one with Haluski. The tip is up and we're underway. Welcome, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching. Germany are going to have the first possession. Haluski trying to go for a dump down pass, and already Germany getting off to a good start. Crisp ball movement from the Germans. Yeah,
when they've got such good perimeter players, it creates so much space in that key, and if they move the ball quickly like they can and like they just did in that possession, they're going to be able to create so many good looks from fast ball movement.
Cassidy trying to use a ball screen, trying to find a little bit of separation. Germany very aggressive on the defense. Trying to get an early shot, no good. Look at the relentless nature there from the Germans, trying to keep that one in bound.
Yeah, that's a great save. That, especially in a game that they're coming into it favourites, to still have that effort and that energy to put your body on the line and save the ball like that. It's a great play.
Well, here's a man you don't want to leave wide open because he can make these, and already punishes Thailand's lackluster defense early on.
Yeah, for me, Haluski's one of those players he's one of the only players in the world you can let him do what he wants. He can make any decision he wants, and it's the right decision, whether it's shooting a 3, whether it's making a play for his teammates.
He casts it now, trying to find a little bit of room, trying to go for a pick and roll sequence. Haluski's rim protection. Just being a solid insurance policy here for the Germans' defense. Now can the Germans push this one? Already leading, 2-possession game, 5-0. Muller trying to kick this one. Haluski's made 1-3. Shifting and shaking, has a size advantage to get the mid-range. Well, he might be Mr. Automatic at the moment.
Yeah, that's textbook Alexander Haluski. As soon as he finds a little mismatch around that elbow area, he doesn't even hesitate. He's just going to knock it down.
We already have to give a shout out to Ghostware, watching for the United States, wanting to watch a very close game, as well as Thomas Klebs. Fingers crossed for Germany. They currently lead the give-and-go play. Thailand moving the ball, going in with a little fang roll, but just doesn't get it. Haluski with a rebound. Well, Lucas, I mean, Germany's counterattack has probably been one of the best we've seen so far here in the tournament.
Yeah, they've got such a mobile team across 4 of the starting 5, and even if you go into the bench, so many members of their team can just push the tempo really well, and anyone in transition can get any looks, and that's one of the things that they predominate their offense on. If they get a stop going down the other end, push the floor, and get an easy look.
It almost feels like Germany, if you're playing against this German national team, if you make mistakes, they'll make you pay. But even if you get it right, they still might make you pay. I mean, just how quickly this team gets the ball up the floor.
Yeah, you have to be perfect for almost 40 minutes. If you make a bad decision on one end, they're going to go down the other end and get an easy layup. And if you switch off for a split second defensively, they're going to get a score on you. One of the strongest teams in the competition this year.
Franchise from downtown getting an early look, but still can't get it. Germany now. Can they push this one? Haluski down the middle, has options, goes to his left. Not getting anything quick, but another wide open look. The three is up, just rattles out. They like the German transitions. They don't get something quick. They do slow the tempo down and try to get a good half-court set. Yeah, Coach
Nick Zeltinger of Germany, he really likes playing the half-court and play really patient. So obviously you want to get an easy look if you can in transition, but he's more than willing, and he wants his team to slow down if they've not got an easy look to create a really good shooting opportunity.
Kwanchai going pick and roll there with Panfalet. So Panfalet will go to the free throw line. I kind of like this pick and roll sequence Thailand go to. I mean, look, we know they are probably up against a mismatch against Germany, but one thing I've been very impressed with the Thai team is how technical and disciplined they are.
Yeah, for me, it's any team. If you get one pick in an offense, you're going to create a good shot, and that seems like Thailand, what they focus their game on is getting at least one pick in the offense, and it's difficult when you're sending a low pointer into the covering Alexander Haluski, but it's just a good look. You're creating right looks, even if you're not converting them, and that's just what you've got to take away from a game when you're a little bit mismatched, is you're creating good shots.
And Thailand missing on the first free throw. Free throw is going to be very imperative here for the Thai national team. They don't want to look back on this game and think the outcome could have been different had they made all the free throws, but now Germany on the counter yet again. Ulbrich, time and space, goes in with a fang roll, just kisses that one off the backboard, and already Germany dominating the tempo. Thailand having to go timeout. And right now, Thailand have a problem.
Yeah, it's just a little bit like a hot knife through butter at the minute. It's as soon as they get a missed shot down the other end, they're pushing the floor with so much intensity in Germany that they can sort of get a shot wherever they want, and we just saw it there. He cut right through the middle like a pattern of the Red Sea almost. It was just such an easy finish for Albrecht.
Now, in this timeout here, Germany have the tempo. They have control of this game. They are leading the way. What would the coach be saying to his players?
He's just got to be saying more of the same. Perfect start, for a perfect first 3 minutes, and we're getting the shots we want, easy layups in transition. Maybe he's going to get to the point where he wants to mix it up, take them out of the transition just so they can focus on some half-court sets. But until it gets to an insurmountable lead, it's going to tell them to keep the same, keep increasing this lead, and they're going to be in a too big of a gap in no time.
Well, Thailand at the moment getting some good looks, as we mentioned, trying to execute that pick and roll sequence here on the left side. Probably the one player, I mean, we know how great Germany's defense is, but Thailand have to find ways to get Kwanchai to get some good looks on the perimeter. He had 4 3-pointers in the opening game for Thailand. What do you think they're going to have to do to try and free up the space, to find that isolation, to get him some good looks?
Yeah, they're going to struggle to get any inside looks against Haluski without any perimeter shots dropping. They need to start focusing on get some good mid-range shots first, and that's going to stop Haluski playing that cover role. He sits in the middle and just goes wherever he's needed. If you start hitting some shots, he's going to have to go and help to a side a little bit more. It just creates that chance for the opposition side to get a nice little inside look.
Thailand still scoreless. Germany's defense proven to be too strong, very collective, very principled. An offensive foul called. Fair decision.
A little bit, he's trying to fit through a gap that isn't there. So for me, he doesn't stop his chair when he realises that gap's not there. He just tries to force his way through, and I quite like that decision.
Germany no need to rush this one. They want to play and go for the right shot. Haluski top of the key, takes it. He gets fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. Again, he just has such a long wingspan. Almost makes it almost impossible. You can try to contest it, but you're not going to block him, are you?
It takes 2 players to defend Haluski. You have to have one in front, and then you have to have somebody behind just to reach, because you can get closer behind than you can in front. And it just shows what mentality Haluski's got. He's frustrated he missed that shot, and he got fouled. He's thinking he should be knocking that down, and that just shows that cutthroat mentality that Alex Haluski has.
Beautiful shooting technique from Haluski. Just Remy out on the second free throw. Thailand trailing 12-0. Germany trying to put a bit of full court pressure. He casts it with the ball in his hands. Thailand's about finding some momentum, trying to build that identity in their offense. Kwanchai Nice ball movement here from Thailand. But again, the defensive presence of the big man make it near impossible.
It's like trying to shoot over a tree, as you mentioned about his wingspan before. It's as soon as he puts his hand up, it's like it keeps going. It's like looking up at the Burj Khalifa.
I like that comparison. That's brilliant. And then in transition, Haluski, anytime inside the paint, you know it's going to be unstoppable as the big man continues to pile the pressure on against Thailand. He now moves up to 8 points. Germany with 3 players in the scoring brackets. Look under the basket, got to make this one. It's up and it's good. Thailand now, can they build some confidence on the first field goal?
Yeah, that's just what they need, just to stop that little bit of a rot that this first 4 minutes has really shown. They've struggled to score, and one little shot, maybe he's going to draw Haluski out of that paint a little bit more.
Boomer finding Haluski, a bit of give and go action. Beautiful ball movement now, does it count? The official thinks about it, but does not count the basket. The foul will be on the ground.
Yeah, Albrecht and Haluski, they do that all season. They play for the same team, the Thuringia Bulls in Germany and the German League champions. So that little pick and roll action is, I'm pretty sure it's something they could run in the sleep.
You've seen these players quite a lot during the domestic league, obviously.
Yeah, definitely. And trying to game plan for them is...
You must love coaching against them, right?
I like the challenge. Losing against them, not so much.
Well, again, we currently have 308 people watching live on the YouTube stream. This is the 2022 IWBF World Championship hosted here in the United Arab Emirates. Please let us know, where are you watching in the world, which team you're supporting. As they catch it, thinks about the three. 3 is up. 3 is good. And that will build a bit of... Oh, it's a 2-pointer.
Oh, that was a harsh call, I think, there. Looked like a 3 from where we're sat. But that's just what they need, is that not hesitating on the shot. They've not hit any shots really yet, but to do it like without even a thought is what you really need from this Thailand offense.
Well, again, a no-look time there. Come for Haluski, puts it up. Does get the and 1, but it will be 2 free throws yet again. Thailand now committing to 15 fouls. So any more fouls in Germany will be going to the charity stripe. Currently the free throw line for the Germans is Nico Dremüller. I've been very impressed with him so far.
Yeah, he's really quality. He's a 2-point player classification, and for me, he's one of the best 2-point players in the world. He just does everything well. He will sacrifice his own role for the team. He can shoot the ball when he's asked to do. He will play on the pick and roll. He really wants to play the team basketball. So for me, he's one of the best players in this classification in the world.
Culturally in Germany, of course, you look at the different national teams. I mean, look, what I love about Thailand is that they're very technical. But the way I look at this German team, there's so many superstars, but they seem to buy into the synergy, the team aspect. Is this a cultural thing you see when you're coaching back in Germany?
On the whole, yes. It's something that everyone just wants to play the right way, and like basketball strategy, and they take a lot of inspiration from able-bodied basketball as well. So like they play in that just sort of free motion offense where whatever happens, we get a good shot wherever it is and whoever it's with. And it also helps that Coach Selting has been coaching this German team for as long as I can remember. So everyone just sort of get used to the way they want to play and that it works, and they've already bought in.
Well, Thailand have a problem. They got to keep the big man, Superman. Well, he's put on that Deutschland cape coming out of a telephone box, and all of a sudden Haluski, he now moves up to 10 points. He has been unstoppable so far.
Yeah, he's just, especially when you have low pointers like Hell, who just is willing to just sacrifice his own role for his teammate, then he's going to get easy looks for Haluski.
Well, that's getting the and 1, and Thailand maybe outnumbered, maybe in a mismatch, but they continue to battle here against Germany. They have a chance now to go for a 3-point play, the 3rd free throw of the afternoon. Can't capitalize. Interesting, if Thailand make all the 3 missed free throws, it's only going to be an 8-point ball game.
Yeah, that's the thing, and it's the little 1%ers even at 10 points. Little 1%ers can make all the difference if they hit the free throws, if they close the key a little bit more. Maybe Germany only score 12 points, and this game's touching distance. It could be 12-11, but it's just, that's the thing with basketball, and the best teams just find a way.
Almost like we have Jeff Goldblum right now saying to his life finds a way here at the IWBF. Offensive foul's going to be called against Haluski. Yeah,
great defense there from Thailand. Haluski's so mobile and usually so good at weaving his way past players, so to draw that offensive foul is really important.
Taniko on number 5 checking in for the Thai national team. Magic going to the bench. Oh, Magic's still in the game, excuse me, my apologies. And Cassett made one long shot. Good closeout here by the Germans. They go over the mid-range. Shot is up, no good. Nobody going in for an offensive rebound, but that will go out of bounds. Germany with the lead here by 11 points. 4:19 to go in the first quarter. looks like Germany rotating through their bench early on here, something we haven't seen so far from the first few games.
Yeah, this German team, if it was possible, they've just got even bigger by bringing on Guntner from RS Philandil and Budu, who plays for Hanover United. They're both just two absolute giants of players. It's like a fortress trying to go into the paint against those two, so it's going to be a little bit different play style now with this change, but I imagine this size is going to play massively into the hands in this remaining 4 minutes.
Well, the officials just trying to discuss something, I believe. Maybe it's a situation with the clock. Germany with 3 team fouls. Thailand have already put Germany into the penalty. But Thailand so far 0 for 3 from the charity stripe.
I think they were correcting the team foul count there, as they've had one of them was an offensive foul, and offensive fouls obviously don't class as team fouls. So they're removing one of them. That last one from Haluski, I think it was.
Again, Germany getting way too much time and space. Thailand paying them way too much respect. They need to tighten up here on defense, but now they have a chance to try and chip back in. Trailing by 13. Finding Kwanchai. Takes a tough one, fade away. Magic gets off to his start here, and not a bad shot from him.
Yeah, that's the first real look he's had at a good look at the basket there, a little mismatch. And if this Thailand team is going to make a little bit of a run in this game, they need him to start knocking those down.
Germany again going wherever they want. Gutner now off the backboard. The Bank of Deutschland is open.
Yeah, that was a lovely seal there from Huber through the middle. He saw there was an extra man space, went and picked for Gunter's defender and allowed Gunter to get the shot he wanted.
Still a 13-point deficit. Thailand trying to stay in there. Can they cut it down to single digits going into the second quarter? They turn it over, and now the transition comes. But it goes to the dime a little bit late. Thailand trying to close out the three-point shots. They don't want this lead to extend any bigger. Tries to go off the bank. Kwanchai just to get out, and that's going to be possession. Well, Thailand can have a chance here for an open layup. Goes in off the backboard and cutting it down to 11-point ball game.
Yeah, good little bit of a possession there defensively, forcing the turnover and then getting out in transition for a nice easy layup.
Well, very relentless play. The defense, Thailand doing whatever they can right now to hang in there with Germany, but as soon as the loose ball came from Kwanchai's tip, everybody was just chasing after it. And it's kind of those hustle transition points that could keep them in this game. Yeah,
especially if you're struggling to get easy inside looks. That's the only way you can get some nice easy layups is forcing turnovers, and that's what you've got to do.
Germany trying to go to a pick and roll action, but Gutner with the size, and again, that is simply automatic.
Yeah, he's just too big. As soon as he catches that ball anywhere near the charge circle, you can't get near him. You're just hoping he misses.
Too big, too strong, it's simply just too good. Gutner. Germany switching on every tie pick and roll. Kwanchai trying to find a bit of space here. Finds a separation. 3 is up, no good. Pamphlet unable to identify the rebound, was heading his way. That goes out of bounds. Germany's ball with 2:09 to go. Thought about taking the three-point. Does have Dre Muller out there, but the interception. Thailand putting their hands in the Boston lanes. Now, can they counterattack with the defense? Intense defense coming from Germany, forcing Thailand to choke under intense pressure.
Yeah, that's what they can't afford to do. If they force a turnover, they can't afford to give it straight back under their own basket. They're only getting so many opportunities, and that's what it leads to. Give up a turnover and they get an easy look inside, and that's a 4-point swing. They could have had a layup down here. Instead, they're giving up 2 points down the other end.
Oh, goodness, having a buffet right now in the paint. He's getting everything he wants, and it's just too easy for the big man. Kwanchai going for another 3. 3 is up. Doesn't get it. That goes out of bounds.
Oh. It must be off a foot plate, off Thailand foot plate. I think Gundam must have tapped it onto a foot plate, and that's what the ref saw from her angle.
The possession will go to Germany in the full court.
And I don't usually agree with refs.
I have to concur with you on that one. I have the same process still. But, we should always be empathetic,
Yeah, it's a difficult job being a referee.
Absolutely. We've got some of the finest referees in the world here at the IWBF World Championship. Again, the transition. Germany exemplifying the very definition of excellence here at the IWBF World Championship. as they currently have a 17-point lead, but can Thailand battle back? Franchai trying to split the defense. And draws a foul. It's going to be the 4th team foul against Germany. 57.4 seconds left. Baseline ball to Thailand. Captain Fantastic coming in, Jan Haller. He's been a very good leader so far. He wasn't looking to get his shot off too much in the first game for them, but what I like about him, he's a real ideal facilitator.
Yeah, he really likes to play that pivot role in the middle and at the top. The ball plays through him and he reads the floor really well, and he just makes the right decisions 9 times out of 10.
He casts it with the ball in his hands. Got it by Goodner. Finds a bit of space, but the German defense making it near impossible. Shot is up, no good. Germany come up with a loose ball, looking to extend this to potentially a 20-point lead by the end of the first quarter. Boomer finding Goodner. Can he make it? Point number 8. And again, the bank is open. One more time. Dankeschön.
Yeah, he loves that little bank shot from that sort of 45-degree angle shot. Does Matters Goodner, and he's had such a strong season this past year for Landale, and no wonder he's carrying on that. Not surprised he's carrying on that form here at the Worlds.
An offensive foul is going to be called against Kwanchai. Again, Thailand going from bad to worse here at the moment. 4.4 seconds left. Can Germany try to muster one last offense here?
I actually thought Gunter might have flopped on that one. As soon as a little bit of contact, his hands through in the air, he's rolling back. I'm not being funny. Nobody on this court can bully Matters Gunter. He let that happen.
Well, we got to tell him at the end of the game.
I'm going to call him out on it afterwards. When I see him.
Time, space. Has to force up. Well, again, went for the pass. And ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the first quarter, Germany in total control of this one. 29 to 10 points here against Thailand at the 2022 IWBF World Championship, hosted in sunny, beautiful Dubai at the World Trade Center. Well, Lucas, it's been one-sided so far, but Thailand, as great as technical as they can be, they're just not finding good shots, are they? Yeah, that's the thing. And I thought it'd be a lot closer than this to win the first. I thought Thailand would do a better job of holding on there, but Germany came out so fast that they've not allowed Thailand's offense to get any good shots or create anything. They've been a little bit smothered on the perimeter, and they've not been able to really get any good looks. And then when they have forced the ball inside, the Eiffel Tower that is Haluski has just smothered everything in that time he was on the court. Well, Haluski, many nicknames, but I like that one. The German Eiffel Tower, we'll have to call him. Currently 10 points, leading scorers. Goodnow with 8 points. 5 players in the scoring brackets of Thailand, all with 2 points at the moment. Thailand in desperate need of finding some more identity, some inspiration, because this could go from bad to worse to extraordinarily terribly for them if they're not careful.
Yeah, exactly. And I think they just have to take some earlier shots. They're being patient at the minute, running the offense, but it's playing into the German defense hands. It gives them time to get out and pressure that shot. If they just take a good look early in transition, then maybe that's going to get their offense going a little bit more and going to catch that German defense snapping a little bit.
Well, Thailand probably need to go to a run and gun situation, as you mentioned, Lucas, just to probably get maybe some more wide open looks, but also shout out to Anna Sase. German boys on fire again. Wie geht's dir, Anna? Willkommen.
I lived in Germany for 8 months and my German still isn't that good.
I've lived in the United Kingdom for my whole life and I'm still using double negatives. So all the German fans watching live. Heute ist Deutschlandtag. It's German Day today, as they're currently leading by 19 points. Thailand will have the first possession of the second quarter. We have 321 people watching live on the YouTube stream. Please make sure you like this live stream, subscribe to the IWBF on YouTube, and please follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Fair to say Germany probably could be top 4 contention for the IWBF World Championship? Yeah, I think so. The way they've been playing in the build-up tournaments as well as since they've arrived here, they're looking a really strong and well-oiled team at the minute. Boomer getting the wide open layup. No problem that one again. Now it's a 21-point deficit. Germany doing an excellent job of converting the defensive turnovers into transition points. One of the key stats they've had so far in the first few games. Thailand getting the mid-range shot. It's up and it's good from Thailand's number 10, Sirasak. Yeah, that's confidence a lot of good. Yeah, that's a nice little fadeaway shot there.
you've got a little bit of a mismatch down this side of the floor, so being willing to take that little fadeaway shot and knock it down is a really good sign.
Thailand trying to aggressively close out Germany's three-point shooting, but they go for the mid-range. Shot is up. Front iron. Sadler can't get the offensive board. Thailand trying to counterattack. Can they go on a 4-0 run? Something they haven't done so far in this game. Back-to-back field goals, but they're going to go for three. Three is up, but it fouled in the process. That's going to be 3 free shots.
Yeah, this is the sort of shots like we were talking about earlier that they've got to convert on now. They've got some free throws. This is a chance if they can knock them down and get a little bit of momentum into this second quarter.
Well, Danke to Anasasse and Danke to Henry. At the moment, I would really, really like to get one of those German warm-up T-shirts. They look phenomenal.
You'll have to go and ask them for that. Maybe at the end of the tournament, when that kit becomes obsolete, then maybe that's your chance.
I'm going to have to. Where do you live in Germany?
City called Wiesbaden.
Okay.
So around 30 minutes outside of Frankfurt. Really nice city.
So to all the German fans watching, I like to travel to a small town called Ludwigsburg to watch a team called MRP Riesen Ludwigsburg and to Bonn. However, Mrs. Bet likes to travel to Baden-Baden, and then my wallet gets a lot thinner by the end of the vacation. So I highly recommend go to Germany, one of the most beautiful countries in Europe, but I also highly recommend go to Thailand too. A phenomenal, beautiful landscape in the southeast of Asia. And it's great to see the wheelchair basketball program being relatively competitive. Good free throw shooting here from Cassett, making all three. Yeah, things getting a little bit physical now.
I think the referee's at fault there. She let them play for a good 5 seconds until she blew that whistle, and that's so dangerous. Still not blowing the whistle, the play's still going on. That's so dangerous.
See, that's like they're just trying to, well, it was coming together, but I don't want to be the person to say what was the intent there, but I think the coaching staff did a good job by getting him out of the game. Fixie Rasig was out of control going into the collision, but it did look like he was trying to get out of there, but as you mentioned, was very dangerous though.
Especially when Tuba was on the floor and he's still moving, he should have just sat still and waited for the referees to call it. So probably good to get him off the floor and let him have a bit of a minute.
Definitely needs a reflection on that one. Again, the health and safety of all of our athletes here at the IWBF is a top priority. The Germans seem unfazed and they're back into action. A foul is going to be called, so it will be a baseline ball here to Germany. Thailand picking up way too many fouls early on.
Yeah, they got into foul trouble early in that first quarter as well, and we're not even a minute and a half into this second quarter, and they've already picked up 2 quick fouls in that same possession.
Do you think this is kind of an emotional response from the previous players? It's just a very lack of discipline in the defense.
Possibly a little bit of both. When you get that little bit riled up, that's when you can lose that little bit of discipline, and you're trying to play physical, but then you lose that little bit of composure.
Kind of get the impression as well, because they know Germany is such a good perimeter shooting team. It's almost like a knee-jerk reaction. There's another three, and well, wedgie time. Alles gut, as they would say in Germany. I'm absolutely disappointed that the referee stands at 6'4", is making no attempt to try and get the ball down.
Pretty sure he isn't going to want to do that to himself on a live stream.
You are kidding me. Referee's taller than me. That's shambolic, that is. We'll have a word with him at halftime. We know his nickname is definitely not Bunnies.
Maybe he's got no hops, yeah, that's what I was just about to say. Maybe he can't get up there.
Well, welcome to Angelica Riesch, and also danke to the kind comments from Anasasse. Shot is up and just rolls its way into the bucket. And Germany continue to pile on the pressure.
Yeah, that's what you call a shooter's roll, though. Gunnar had been shooting so well earlier on, and then it's looking like any shot's going to drop for him at the minute with that roll.
Traveling violation called against Thailand. Naftakan turning it over. Germany with a chance to put it back to a 20-point deficit.
Yeah, it just feels like this last couple of possessions for Thailand, defensively and offensively, it's starting to get away from them a little bit. Just losing that lack of discipline that they had when these had a couple of good possessions in a row.
Germany making this game very emotional here by the way they're playing, the excellent ball movement. The end product usually is a 2 points. Goodner in the lane. That's going to be the third team foul against Thailand yet again.
Thailand also have two players in 3 personal fouls, and we're not even halfway through the second quarter yet.
Sadly, here on the baseline, looking for options, finding Boomer. Trying to go for the fadeaway. Shot is up, no good. Thailand with a rebound now. Can they build something if they cast it here in transition? Thanks for a quick three-pointer. Doesn't take it. Goodnow with the closeout. As you mentioned, it's like trying to shoot over a giant tree. The size of some of these players defensively does make them very tough to play against. Another turnover, and again, sloppy play from Thailand.
Yeah, they need to just create that little bit of more space, and if they want the German defense to jump, they have to start expanding the floor a little bit just to give them room to operate.
In the lane, they make it look easy, but Goodnow miss a wide open layup.
Yeah, the shots he's hit so far, that was such an easy one for Goodnow. I was surprised to see that one bobble out.
They cast it now. Bit of time and space, finding separation. Goodnow's defense again, making it hard here for the Thai players. 3 seconds left. Have to get the shot off. 3 is up, no good. Well, Thailand putting their hands in the cookie jar, and they cast. That's gonna should be a fresh 14, but they're gonna go fresh 24. Deep shot. And this time Goodnow comes up with it. Sadler here in transition. He's got numbers.
Yeah, Thailand needs to try and make the most of those turnovers that they do get and try and create easy looks out in transition. In the half court, they're really struggling to score in this size of this German team.
3 is up, no good. Germany not getting as many open looks as they did in previous games, but again, nonetheless, at some point it's going to start raining threes here.
Yeah, they're going to they have such a green light. So many of the players just have a green light that wherever they're on the floor, if they're open, they've got that confidence from the coach to shoot that shot. And it can be difficult in games when you're up by almost 20 points to get that sort of mentality going and get that fired up. But just the quality of these players, some of these shots are going to start dropping.
Germany making a triple change, coming back into the game for them. Number 12, Jens Albrecht. Also number 5 checking, Nico Dremüller. .6:10 to go here in the second quarter. Germany with an 8-point lead. An offensive foul again called against Thailand, but this won't go necessarily against the team fouls, but again, Thailand racking up more and more fouls. It's becoming a problem for them, Lucas.
Yeah, it's just, and the minute it's just coming in turnover after turnover, and really makes it difficult for Thailand to get any form of offense into a rhythm when they're turning the ball over so much.
Welcome to Jonas Bauer joining the live YouTube chat. Game over already. A little bit early call, but the way the Germans are playing, you'd kind of think so. Thailand now, wide open layup ahead of them. Can they capitalize? Goes off the backboard. Now will do their confidence, settle their nerves a bit. Yeah, Thailand, it's about focus.
Yeah, that's the sort of looks they've got to get when they're actually playing some defense. They have to, and forcing turnovers, they've got to get out in transition and focus up on creating a good look.
Sadler trying to find this one out to Haller. Down again. Big man rims in and out. Got a little bit ice cold, but an offensive rebound. Second chances going in the favor of Deutschland as they continue to pile on the pressure.
Yeah, that was a lovely outside in there from Germany initially to get a good look. He couldn't convert, but when you give up on offensive rebounds, it just asks for an easy layup for the opposition.
Well, Anna Sess has a message for you, Lucas. She says, Chris on the field and Lucas' voice on the side gives me some Rhino feelings.
Yeah, Chris has been one of my players in this past season for the Rhinos out in Germany, and Anna's a good friend of the club. So it's when you mentioned her name watching it, I was putting a little smile on my face.
So we also have Dieter Piet who says, greeting from Münster. Lucas, see you next season. Looking forward to speaking German with you.
Not quite yet. I can say enough to get around in supermarkets and restaurants, and that is as far as my German goes.
I think it's Ich Deutsch lerne, or Ich lerne Deutsch, I think it was. I can't remember. I think they changed the verb in the subject, I believe. I could be wrong on that, though.
You're asking the wrong person here.
Sadler, bit of time and space, thought about it. Another one of the top 3-point shooters. Well, good defense by Thailand, the interception.
Yeah, it's a great rotation on the defense to jump in that passing lane and get out in transition and convert the layup.
Cutting it down, a 15-point ball game. Well, they're going to foul here
offensive foul on Dreimuller. Oh no, referee's changed his mind. He initially pointed Thailand ball, said it was a foul on Dreimuller. Now he's changed his mind. Call it a Thailand foul. Germany possession, I think.
Drei Müller, it's almost like a coming together there, but I can't see what Tirapong got called for the foul there. Personally, I feel that's a little bit harsh.
Yeah, he's turning out after the layup and he doesn't know Drei Müller's there. Drei Müller puts his strength in position legally, and for me that's a no call. It's just he's on the floor, let the play go. That's clean.
I mean, if it's case he's in transition, he's out of control, yeah, I can understand that. But again, he's gone for a layup there. I don't think he's aware where he's
turning
going.
away, and he doesn't know Drei Müller's there. And I think sometimes referees can be eager to call a foul on any contact.
Yep.
But basketball is a contact sport, so we need to just sometimes let the play go. No call. If this possession would have just gone the other way, then that would have maybe been a fair decision.
Well, 4:48 to go here. Thailand trailing by 15 points. Just trying to emotionally and mentally stay in this one. Yeah. Well, the score does say 35-18, but it is 35-20 as Thailand just made a layup by Tirapong in transition. The problem for Thailand is now that foul's not going to classify as an offensive foul because they've made it a team foul. So Germany, I believe, will have 2 free throws when they come back.
I think that should be the case because as soon as that basket's in, that's Germany possession, so it's not classed as offensive. So it should be 2 free throws for the German side.
Well, as great as Germany have been in this game, we're still yet to see them play at the highest level because one thing about this team, as we saw the other night when they played against Egypt, they can shoot the lights out.
Yeah, when they get into that rhythm where the confidence is so high that everybody's willing wants to take that shot, that the basket almost triples in size when the confidence is so high.
Sadler had the three-pointer, kicks his one out to Haller. Drei Müller now. Patient build-up here from the Germans. No need to rush anything. Sadler goes to the mid-range, and again, sweet like street music on that one, no problem.
Yeah, that was a great patient offense that from Germany. They realised the Thailand defense wasn't going to jump out, so teams don't jump, you've got to just knock down the open shot.
Tirapong all the way uncontested again with a finger roll. 6 points for this man here, and it's all been inside the key. Transition points, single-handedly trying to keep Thailand in the game.
Yeah, great bit of momentum this spell so far. Thailand have already scored more in this quarter than they did the entire of the first quarter. So they're really starting to get going on offense and defense.
Sadler goes from downtown, 3 is up, no good. Rebound secured by Thailand. Now, Tirapong leading the way for them. Can they push something on this attack? Germany trying to be very aggressive here on defense, trying to make it tough for Thailand. Nate Casson so far been a little bit quiet. Finds Tirapong. Good in his defense. But again, no problem. This man's playing for an MVP.
That's an unbelievable finish over Alex Budder. He's such a huge player when he's in that paint and he extends the arm, so to be able to finish in his face like that, unbelievable finish there.
Goodenau's been in the key so far. 8 points, and again, used the bank. Checked into the Bank of Deutschland and exchanged a 2-pointer. Point lead so far here to the Germans. Tirapong has been cooking so far here for Thailand. Goes for another one. This guy is on fire. Lucas, make sure you call the fire department. He is cooking here at the moment.
Yeah, he's absolutely feeling it at the moment. This is one of them where he feels like the basket is 10 times the size it usually is. He's only missed 1 shot. He's on fire.
Sadler going baseline. Finding Haller. One more pass. Drei Müller wide open. Pump fakes. Germany, no need to rush anything. Sadler's made one from there. Bit of deja vu, Deutschland style. Heute ist Deutschland Tag. Those two teams are cooking.
That was actually great defense as well. They scrambled so well off the rotations, did Thailand, but Sadler just got the open shot and managed to knock it down.
Well, an offensive foul is going to be called here against Thailand yet again. It won't be free throws, team control. And Germany will get the ball back again. It may be a 15-point deficit, but as you mentioned, it's a very good passage of play we've had so far between these two.
Yeah, this quarter's been exciting so far. It's Thailand are actually up by 2 in this quarter so far. So this is what we expected. That could have been close if they can weather that storm a little bit.
I mean, that's incredible. As you mentioned, Thailand leading this quarter. Take away the first quarter, we have an even closer game.
It's just a shame they couldn't come out in the first quarter and have this bit of intensity that they've brought on defense and get out in transition and that confidence with them knocking those shots down.
Haller thought about taking it now. Finds Sadler. Sadler crossing over in the lane. Just hit the back iron. Akasa with the rebound. Thailand, can they push this with Tedapong? That's going to be out of bounds. I think that's going to be Thailand ball.
Yeah, off the foot plates of Haller there. He actually did a good job to not turn that ball over there, did Thailand. That pass was not a great one.
Well, Norbert Engelhardt says, for learning German, the best place in Germany is Hanover. And we are playing wheelchair basketball too. You're welcome. Thank you there so much, Norbert. I will have to make the journey to Hanover, hopefully before Mrs. Bed takes me to Baden-Baden for a second time.
Yeah, 3 members of this 5 on the floor now for Germany play for Hanover United. They've got a really strong team in the German league. They finished 3rd place with Budde, Sadler and Haller all playing for Hanover United.
The referees calling the court officials to come on and just sort maybe a slight bit of debris that's fallen from the ceiling. Notice we've had quite a few different species of birds flying around here too. Yeah,
my game yesterday, it looked like it was snowing. There were so many feathers falling from the sky. I had to explain that. No, it's not snowing inside, but we do have birds inside.
I swear we've seen a parakeet as well. I've seen one parakeet. I've seen a couple of pigeons, but it's been good, the diversity of species.
It's like playing basketball in an aviary, isn't it?
Well, 2:01 to go in the first half. Germany leading by 15 points. They've been led by the German Eiffel Tower, a.k.a. Superman, a.k.a. whatever nickname you like, Haluski, but he's on the bench right now. Gudner also with 10 points. Off of Thailand, Therapong leading the way for them. Sarasic now back in the game. He's involved in a slight altercation in the first quarter. 7 here for Thailand. Akassin, nowhere to go here. Dreibula's suffocated defense. Give a go play. Again, Gudner just doing the solid insurance policy there for the rim protection. And now Germany can push this one. Dreibula down the middle. Dreibula throws a lob to Sadler. Sadler just able to keep it under control, and he lays that one off the backboard.
Yeah, that's what happens when you end up with a player on the floor and it ends up being a man out and you're playing 5-on-4 then. If you don't get a good look on 5-on-4, for me, you've run the offense poorly.
Adisa Kaubu was on the ground there, but both German players and Thailand players helping him to get back up. And again, you love to see the sportsmanship for both these two teams. Nice play, counted. Second and 1 here for Thailand. Sarasic, maybe at the center of controversy, but at the moment, just giving Thailand a little bit of belief as he'll go to the free throw line for the 3-point play.
Yeah, that was a lovely off-ball 2-man game there down this left side of the floor from Thailand. Managed to get an easy look inside the key, draw the foul, and convert the layup.
Thailand have made 3 of the free throws so far. If it makes this one, we'll cut it down to a 14-point deficit. 1:17 to go in the first half. Germany now making a change. Coming back into the game for them is number 18, Julian Lammering. Currently, Henry has just said is the best in a one-German Rollstuhl Basketball Liga. Welcome to Rainer Luft from Bielefeld. Sad not to be there after having been the speaker in the 4 medal games at Hamburg 2018. Well, Rainer, you are the man. We need you out here.
Yeah, just to go back to Julian Lammering, one of the brightest members of this, young members of this German squad. Part of the under-23 setup that they have. Really strong for BBC Munsterland over in the German league. And he's only 18 years old. He's got such a bright future ahead of him. And look at the size of him for his age. He looks like a man amongst boys and he's only 18.
Tirapong goes to three-pointer, can't get it. Tries to get his own rebound. Cassid had a bit of time and space. Tries a backdoor pass. Thailand moving the ball effectively. Went in for the dream hook, but doesn't rattle in.
That was a lovely little pass inside there. Unfortunately, he couldn't get the little hook short layup to go.
Albrecht under the basket, front iron, doesn't get it. Foul has been committed by Germany. That's going to be 2 free throws to Thailand. They have put them in the penalty. Thailand with a chance to cut this down to a 15-point deficit. Well, we currently have now 362 live viewers here on the YouTube stream. Please, can you like this stream Also subscribe to the IWBF YouTube feed, and also follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook for the 2022 IWBF World Championship, hosted here in the beautiful country of United Arab Emirates in sunny Dubai. Thailand missing the first free throw. Now, Germany's going to get the ball back at some point. They're going to go for the last shot, obviously.
Yeah, well, I imagine they'll push the tempo. If you get a layup, they'll take it. Otherwise, they're going to want to take the last shot of this possession.
Sadler with a rebound. Haller now trying to push this one up with Dreimüller. Patience will be the key here for Germany. They'll go for the right shot. 6 seconds here for Deutschland. Dreimüller. Pump fakes, puts up the shot. It's up, rattles in and out. Well, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the first half, it's a 17-point ball game. Deutschland leading this one 45-28. We'll be back in just under 15 minutes for the second half. IWBF World Championship, hosted by the United Arab Emirates here in sunny Dubai.
They were on before anyway.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Second half action here at the 2022 IWBF World Championship. We're live here in the United Arab Emirates in the beautiful city of sunny Dubai at the World Trade Center. Currently, it's Germany 45 and Thailand 28. Well, Lucas, what a first half we've seen so far. I mean, look, take away the first quarter, this would be a much closer game.
Yeah, definitely. It felt like Germany just sort of came out, blew Thailand away in that first quarter, and Thailand didn't know what hit them. And then in that second quarter, they started to be physical on defense. Yeah, they got the team foul count up, but that's what happens sometimes. You're being physical against a team that are actually physically better than you, like Germany are. So then from that, they managed to get a lot of good transition looks, and from those little fast breaks, it just creates that a bit more patience in the half-court offense. Then, and they've been able to knock some good shots down.
Well, many German fans will think of brilliance and it may be a hallucination ski, because this man, the German Superman, with 10 points so far, along with Gudna, combined total of 20. While for Thailand, Tirapong's been leading the way. So far, not so much we've seen from Magic Kwanchai, but he is back into the game. And you know, sorry, I almost called you Dylan again. I've had two moments there. Our commentary staff, we are a close-knit team, but you know, Lucas, we need to see Kwanchai get things going from the perimeter. Yeah,
they sort of relied so much on Tirapong in that first half that they've had no other threats really, and they need at least a second option, just so if having a poor couple of minutes or the defense is really tightening up, they need another threat from somewhere, and Kwanchai is where you would look naturally.
Germans transition here. Gudner can become the top scorer for them, but he hits the front iron, gets his own rebound, and again the bank continues to be open. It's been a few times today. You want to say to Thailand, they've had the last donut so many times, but nobody calls box out.
Yeah, that's the thing. And then there's even times like at that situation, the ball landed right in Gunter's hands, and it's so difficult. And you just got to be more switched on in the half court to try and bully those, get that boxing out, bit of chair contact, and bully the opposition a little bit. Make sure you can secure that rebound.
Thailand trying to move the ball here, but that's going to be a 24-second violation. Excellent suffocated defense by the Germans, making Thailand choke under intense pressure. Another turnover.
Yeah, I really like this unit that Germany running as well at the minute, with 2 4.5s, a 1-pointer and 2 2-pointers. I think has a lot of good balance. You have Haluski and Dreimel who can be who can be the primary ball handlers, but then also Dreimel, Haluski and Sadler can all hit shots. You've got some inside sides with Guntner, and then Hell's just going to be picking to get Guntner some good looks inside the key.
Guy Muller now with the ball in his hands. Heavily defended. Lucy being guarded by Kwanchai. Just closes him out, but he stopped him from taking a three-pointer. Trying to go that pick and roll action.
There's that pick from Hell. Can't convert the layup.
Another offensive rebound. Trying off the backboard again. Too easy. You mentioned that pick and roll play. That's very much impossible to guard.
Yeah, that's all Hell's role is, to take that pick. If they double team the big, he's going to roll to the basket and convert the layup. That time he didn't, but Haller managed to get the offensive rebound and put it back in.
Tirapong's been leading the way so far here for Thailand. And Germany, no doubt, in the halftime. That's been the play they've been speaking about. Tries another three, it's up. Doesn't get it. Luski trying to get his fingertips to it. Thailand come up with an offensive rebound.
It's rare to see Gudner and Aluski get out-rebounded in a situation like that, but it fell right to him and unfortunately couldn't convert the second.
Gudner again, he can move up to 14 points, but too much on the bank. Kwanchai with a rebound. Can Thailand get something here? They're trailing by 21 points. Again for the mid-range, just rattles its way in and out. That's very unlucky, of course.
Yeah, still scoreless so far in this quarter, and let a shot start. If you're having a good day, they drop, but on a day like today, they just roll out.
The foul is going to be called against Thailand. Oh, quite impressed so far here for Thailand, because nearly 2 minutes and 30 seconds they didn't commit a foul.
Yeah, that's last in previous quarters they've been on 3-4 fouls at this point in the quarter anyway. So they've done well to play some physical defense without giving too many fouls away so far.
And again, I do mean that without being condescending, of course, because as you mentioned, Thailand, they were racking up fouls very quickly in the first half.
Yeah, team fouls so high in that first half.
And now, can they be principled? Can they be disciplined? Haluski thinks about it, takes it, and again, no problem for the big man, depositing 3 points.
Yeah, from where we're sat, you can see from this angle it was going. Always going to go in as soon as it left Haluski's hands, and it's just so. I can't imagine what a delight it is for Coach Seltinger to have a player like Haluski who could just shoot from anywhere in the half court. As soon as he crosses that halfway line, you have to defend him.
Kwanchai go and pick and roll. This is good from Thailand. Again, one too many passes. I think they're going to call a foul here against Germany, possibly.
Yeah, the two bigs there did well to smother the rolling Thai player, and he tried to kick it out, but great deflection, and luckily it fell back to Thailand.
Magic will inbound this. Kwanchai still struggling to get things going here from the field. There's a bit of time and space. Mid-range is up. Rattles it. Haluski with a rebound. Quickly throws the dime up the court. This is going to be an open layup. Finishes that one, no problem. Germany making Thailand pay there.
Yeah, when that shot's gone up from Kwanchai, the person in the middle and the people on the opposite side of the floor have got to look to be safety there. They've got to look to recover as soon as that shot's gone up. You're not going to win an offensive rebound against this German side.
Magic for three, front iron at the moment. Really struggling here. That's due to the defense by Germany. Collectively as one, this team forcing Thailand into very tough shots, but Tirapong down the lane. Germany come up with a loose ball. That's going to be a foul called against Thailand's number 5, Thanakorn. So for Thailand, I mean, mentally and emotionally, how do you stay in this game without it becoming a complete blowout?
Yeah, games like this can definitely be tough to stay in, and a big part of that falls up to like the leadership group of this team, whether it's the coach, the captain, the experienced players. They've got to just like keep that positive spirit, and it'll spread to the rest of that team, and you've got to keep playing and doing what you do.
Well, Goodner again, this time doesn't use the backboard. Oh, he's got a high arc on his shot. I mean, he's got a beautiful rotation.
Yeah, he shoots the ball really well, and what's even better about him, because he's so tall, he doesn't bring the ball down at all. So as soon as he holds that ball, he keeps it up there, all in the wrist action, and it's so hard to stop once he gets into his spot.
Kwanchai getting good looks, but unable to knock him down. You know, if you were the coach of Thailand right now, what would you mix up here?
I think you have to try and you look at number 8, Hell, and you think we have to get pickbacks. If we stop him when we're going to offense, we have a man extra. Then we release that, play 5 and 4. It gives us a chance to attack the key, drive for layups, draw some fouls. You have to find an advantage somehow, and by getting that man out is probably the best way to do it.
And also, being a coach yourself, knowing a game like this, if you were the coach of Thailand, you know, they are playing good stuff. They're very technical. But if you had to reflect back on this game, what would be some positives you would find from Thailand's play?
You just look at that whole second quarter. You say, when we're physical with defense, when we extend hard as a team.
Bank is open, and it's magic time. But going back to what you were saying.
Yeah, when they were extending hard on defense, and yeah, we had to stop for that, don't worry. When they're extending hard and being physical with that chair contact, so yeah, it might have got them in foul trouble, but it also reduced the amount of easy looks that Germany could create.
Germany now still leading by 25 points. Magic Kwanchai getting his first 3-pointer of the game. Could that be a turning point here for Thailand? But at the moment, they're going to have to start Germany inside the paint because it's just too easy. Halla inside the paint.
Yeah, at times this German team is almost like a well-oiled machine. It just doesn't stop working and doing the right things at all times.
Well, Germany know Kwanchai, when he makes 1 3, he's probably going to try and start cooking. So they're going to go for the mid-range. Mid-range is up, and again, as the great Darren Rowledge would say, string music.
Yeah, that's what happens when one shot's gone in for somebody else, and that confidence just to see the ball go through the ring nose. That tells the players there isn't anything on it. We can't knock these shots down.
Well, Goodner just wheeling his way straight to the bucket, shifting, shaking, and baking. I mean, he's more than just a post player. Yeah, he's really quick in transition as well. Those little pivots he can do, and those little hip swivels. Sorry, I couldn't get my mouth around that one. Those little hip swivels that he does through traffic is so dangerous with and without the ball. It was just so fantastic. Words can't describe.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Another deep 3 coming. Magic with a rebound. Too much on it. Germany now with a rebound. They'll try to break this. Under 4:20 to go in the third quarter. 27-point lead. All the way. Defense uncontested. Sky Muda. I don't think you get more wide open layup than that in the warm-up, maybe. Yeah, that's what happens when you have two bigs like Gunter and Haluski. You just draw so much attention that you worry about them too much rather than the cutting dry Muller. Actually trying to use a ball screen. Germany trying to fight around this. Don't want to make it too easy here for Thailand. Under the basket, they will go to the free throw line. Thailand's number 12, Pong Sankong Sleepidom, classified as a 4.0 player. Of course, free throws, when you're watching international wheelchair basketball, you know, you get a variety of different free throw shooters, but free throws are a lot harder than they look for the people watching. Yeah, I think a big part of it is that
everything stopped. So you're not just in the rhythm that you're usually in. You're almost just have to all eyes are on you, and it isn't just you playing your game. You have to soak up that little bit of pressure, and you're seen as the free ones. So if you miss them, there is that bit of pressure to knock them down.
Lane violation called against Goodner, so it's going to be a extra free throw. Well, the officials just having a word here. Maybe it wasn't a lane violation. Maybe a bit of. Now, in your experience as a coach, coaching at the highest level in Germany, jump ball violation. So it's going to be possession back to Germany. Excuse me. Have there ever been games that you've lost on a dying moment for a free throw?
Free throws specifically, no. But times when, if you look back at the stats, we've lost by 4 or we've lost by 3 and we've shot 50% from the free throw line. We've gone 6 from 12, and if we make 3 of those, we tied or we win. And not at the dying death, but there's been games that we've shot less than 50% from the line, and we've lost games because we've not shot well from the free throw line. And it was a little bit of a problem of ours last season, though. Every session we shot a lot of free throws, and we pushed if we missed, and just to get that conditioning in and that little bit of pressure shooting that you need. And as the season went on, we definitely improved. And it's a little bit confusing when we actually have a really good scoring team that free throws are the ones that we miss. But I think part of it is just a mental game. So in a case like that, of course, when you know that free throws were the difference, had you made all your free throws, the outcome could have been different. What would be your mindset going into the next practice when you're coaching? It all depends. Obviously, different players respond better to different things, but initially you have to try in that sort of not the punishment side, but you think, well, we're going to push if we miss, because we need to get that idea that there's consequences if we miss, because in games there's consequences if we miss. We lose games if we miss free throws. So there's getting that idea of consequence. Then there's also the replicating game environments where you play with music and crowds and sounds and things, and all depends on if that player is just struggle shooting full stop or whether it's a psychological thing. And if it's a psychological thing, then I'm quite a people person when it comes to coaching.
Quanchai! Magic, count it, and he'll go to the free throw line here for the three-point play. Well, Quanchai just came off the screen and said abracadabra. Use the bankboard, he'll go to the free throw line. But Thailand, as we're talking about free throws has been an Achilles heel for them in this game.
Yeah, they've took 13 free throws so far before this one and only knocked down 5. 38% from the free throw line is going to lose you in a game like this, especially if you go 10 for 13. At least it's a little bit more. They've got to look at themselves and think we've done something well. We've done everything we can. Lane violation, but I think. Yeah, they're going to with the basket, because it went in, the basket still counts.
Well, Thailand refusing to throw the towel. They will compete to the end, but again, at the moment, they're finding some inspiration from Magic Quanchai. But Germany now trying to break the pressure. Keeping the ball alive, not committing a turnover. Under 3 minutes here in the fourth quarter. They'll get fouled and they'll go straight back to the charity stripe. Interesting about this third quarter though, Lucas. Germany have put Thailand in the penalty first. Yeah,
again, you mentioned it within a couple of minutes that they've managed to stay out of foul trouble, and it's because they've just been a little bit more aggressive in transition. You've struggled to score, but in transition they've attacked the key a little bit. They've drawn the fouls, and that's what you need to do just to get some easy points going. That's another way of getting some offense going.
Currently at the free throw line here for Germany, number 13, Thomas Boomer. Makes the second free throw. 26-point lead for the Germans. Tirabong was the inspiration for the Tide's national team in the second quarter. Quanchai trying to find some separation. Puts up a tough one, draws another foul. He'll go back to the free throw line. Looking more aggressive here in the third quarter, Magic.
Yeah, that's a lovely move though. He doesn't settle for that shot outside the key. He's got a little bit of space, a little bit of ground on Albrecht, and continues to be aggressive. Gets to a better spot and draws the foul.
I've always said this in some of the games when it's been, quite big margins for teams like Thailand now. It's about finding victories, small victories within the game, of course. What do you think something Thailand can try to improve here in this third quarter with the last 2 minutes to kind of take as a positive going into the fourth?
I think they've got to look at, especially with being in team fouls this next 2.5 minutes, the focus has got to be just to be aggressive, because there's going to be games that they're in, close games, where they need to be aggressive to draw those fouls, and it could be make or break. If they find a way to do it against a team like Germany, they'll be able to do it against most other teams in the world.
Franchai cutting it down to 24 points. Germany now 2 fouls away from getting into the penalty, but leading here. Goodler in the lane. He has 16 points. Another offensive rebound. And Haller.
Yeah, there's just no engaging chair defense there at all. Once Gunther's in position, everyone sort of stopped waiting for him to shoot that shot rather than continuing to play defense on their man.
Franchai trying to find a bit more room. There's the space. There's a three. Front eye could get him. I mean, that looked pretty good from here, didn't it?
Yeah, he looked like he was really confident with that shot, and he didn't have any hesitation. So usually when players are that confident, they can usually tell it's going in.
Rejection time. Well, Thailand's number 12, Pongsakov, just said, not in my house. Get out of here. And that will be baseline ball to Germany. 17 seconds on the shot clock. 1:46 to go here in the third quarter. Well, someone just came out the telephone box and put on that German Superman cape. And it's that man Haluski finding Haller, top of the key, takes a shot. It's up and it's good.
Yeah, they're just really ticking now. Is this German side? They're just getting any look they want, and it feels like Thailand's spirit has been broken a little bit in this quarter.
Franchai had the three-pointer. Pump fakes out of control. It's going to be an offensive foul. That is a good call by the officials.
Yeah, it can be like a domino effect. It's a game of runs, basketball, and one thing after another sometimes can just pile on, and before you know it, it's gone from being 15 or 20 points to blowing up to a 30-point lead.
90 seconds left. Germany in control of this one. Haller has a bit of time and space. Back eye doesn't get it. Thailand secure the rebound, but they're going to let this one dribble out of bounds. Maybe just a
little bit of composure rather than trying to go up and down with Germany, because they're a much more physical team. Be able to get into the half court and have that little bit of a mental breather more than just a physical breather.
Tirabong thinks about it. Decides not to. Trying for a Franchai on the perimeter. Franchai catches it, takes the fadeaway. It's up. Front eye doesn't get it. Lucy with the rebound. 1 minute left here in the third. Germany leading by 28, and the foul has been committed by Magic.
Yeah, if Kwanchai would have hit that fadeaway, I think I'd have resigned. I think I'd have gone to the airport right now and gone home if he'd hit that shot.
I wish he had made that shot. That would have justified his nickname Magic. But again, what I like about this guy is in the first game, he is fearless. I mean, he will shoot the ball almost anywhere on the court. And when he gets in that rhythm, he simply becomes a chef. He cooks.
Yeah, he is. And it's a shame that that's just picked up his fifth foul there in that transition period. So to see him fouled out is a shame, because like you said, he is an unconscious shooter. He will shoot without hesitation. So big loss for Thailand, especially with over a quarter to go for him to pick up his fifth foul.
Well, it's an offensive foul, so I'm not sure why the Germans are asking for free throws. I mean, it's team control. It shouldn't count. But I think what the German coach is saying, they've added the 15th foul, and they shouldn't have done. Well, we have some of the excellent people working here on the table officiating stuff. They've just had a Josh Bett moment, I would say. Jody potential here for a 2-for-1. Can they get something and then stop down the other end? But Lucy's made 1-3. Tries to give a go sequence.
Oh, that's a lovely,
sublime showtime.
That's a lovely pass. Mike Simon got to bury me then. That was a lovely little wrap-around pass there. And Huber, he finishes as he does, as he's been so good for so many years, those little finishing under pressure.
That's why I like to say, heute ist Deutschlandtag. The way they move the ball, it's beautiful. Excellence demonstrated at the highest level here from Germany. Now it's a 30-point deficit. Thailand, without Magic on the floor, need to find people scoring. Can't get it. Haluski with the rebound. Germany on the runs here. Can they get something going? Numbers in transition. No need to rush this. Albert fakes it. Oh, baby! Are you kidding me? Give this man some credit. He has been terrific.
Yeah, that was a lovely little pass fake there. He had that little reach out where he felt that made the defense think that pass is coming, and then he made that little layup, and it was a lovely play there from Albrecht in transition.
Well, the fake, the bake, the shake. And in the end, Germany with a 32-point lead. Well, I would love to see the replay of that one. I mean, just when you see dimes like that, just making the defense. I mean, look, Lucas, he faked me out. I thought the pass was going.
That's the thing. It's just, and that's when you know it's a good fake, when even the people watching think it's a pass coming. And he's such a good player in finishing in those tight circles that he's willing to play for his team, but he realised as soon as that fake came that he was going to lay into himself and drove hard and finish well. I feel like now as well is a good point in time for Coach Seltinger and the German national team to rotate a little bit more. Players like Glossner who haven't got any minutes so far, as Glossner who plays for Bilbao in Spain, as well as Lammering who only played a couple of minutes before. Up by 32 points is a good chance to rotate your bench, and you never know with injuries, foul trouble, come quarter-final, semi-final times, you may need to go to your 10th, 11th, 12th man, and to be able to get some confidence in games like this is so important in tournament play.
Well, it's going to be one last quarter for Thailand. It's about pride, playing for their flag, playing for each other. Credit to this team. They have continued to battle here, even though they have trailed. But Germany, if you are the German national team, would this be a good time to maybe play some of the players who don't necessarily play a lot of minutes to conserve, to maybe prevent a potential injury, that is, when you have to go for a much bigger game? Yeah, because that's the other perspective in terms of sometimes it's good to get the players with lowering the rotation some minutes for confidence, but it's also good to minimise any injury or any fatigue and just get your core 7 or 8 rested and get some confidence then to your remaining players. Well, got to give a shout out to the MVP fan, Boris Krinitz, who's been watching every game so far here at the IWBF World Championship. Boris, you got to put your IG in there so we can get people following you. You are becoming an influencer, representing all the best fans. Boris, the MVP, the most valuable person. We value all the fans who get in on the live chat and come watch all our games. Please make sure you like the live stream, subscribe to the IWBF on YouTube, and follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Fourth quarter underway. Yeah, maybe Coach Selting has got the stream on in his ear because Glossner's just come in to start the fourth quarter. So it's good for be able to get all 12 players some minutes in games like this. Turpong now is going to have to get going like he did in the second quarter, but can't get a three-pointer. Good note with the rebound. He'll try to push this one. Germany going to the backcourt with Albrecht, as well as Sadler. Sadler coming off one screen, trying to go baseline. Patient build-up, 5 here on the shot clock. Germany's got to get something going. Shot is up, no good, but another offensive rebound. And Lucas, that is a dagger.
Yeah, he managed to force a tough shot and a miss, but nobody switched on to Albrecht, who's such a good slasher to the basket, and he does so well to grab offensive rebounds and finish inside, and he did exactly that.
Thailand currently with number 11 in the game, Atin Singdong. Going for the mid-range. The mid-range is beautifully tucked away by Thailand's number 10, Sirasak, the player who was involved in the minor controversy in the first quarter, but he's so far looking more focused. Yeah, it's another player. I think he realises with Kwanchai fouled out, he's going to have to take a bigger role in this team's offense, and he shot that without any hesitation and got a nice open look and knocked it down. That's how Germany likes to play for the perimeter. 3 is up, no good. Another offensive rebound. Yeah, there's Albrecht again. There's Albrecht again grabbing that offensive rebound, and it's just, like you said before, they're just dagger points to this point. You get a stop, but you can't secure the rebound. And as the famous saying goes in basketball, a defense doesn't stop until you get the defensive rebound, and they've struggled to do that so far. Well, the first time I saw Germany play, they shot the ball fantastic. Could somebody on the live YouTube stream please translate the phrase for us? German Splash Brothers, they have been absolutely fantastic in this game. They don't miss from the field. They shoot three-pointers, they shoot mid-range, they do almost everything that you want a great team to do. Yeah, I think when you've got at this level, you've got players in so many teams who can shoot this well, and when your coach has such a confidence and belief in you and willingness for you to shoot those shots, then you show what wheelchair basketball athletes at the highest level can do for any team, and we really see it with Germany in the way they play. Goodner now goes up to 18 points, leading the way so far. Top scorer in this game. Yeah, one credit we do have to give Thailand, though, the scoring. Everybody has been getting on the score sheet so far. Yeah, you see a lot of games, only a few players score, but, it is a collective effort. Yeah, they're really well spread scoring. Most of the time you have 2 or 3 players in double digits and then another 2 in like 2 or 4 points. So to see a really good spread scoring is what it shows they're playing really good team basketball. Germany on the run now. Can they get something? Got numbers here. Trying to go down the middle. Swift, crisp passing, and in the end it finishes with 2 points.
Yeah, this German team's just starting to find a lot of holes in this Thailand defence, and this lead's starting to balloon even more than it already has been done.
Tirapong with the ball at the top of the key. Goes in, draws a contact. He'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots. That is Thailand's number 11. Atin Singdong, classified as a 4.0 player.
Yeah, it was a lovely little tilt fadeaway shot there. Under pressure, drew the foul. Almost dropped as well, which would have been an absolutely unbelievable finish if that would have rolled in.
In the absence of Pimkorn, Magic Kwanchai picking up early fouls in the early of the game. Plus, the second quarter, if Thailand maybe had the first quarter as they did with the second quarter, confidence-wise, it could have been a lot different for them.
Yeah, and there's just been times where it's just got a little bit out of hand for Thailand, and that second quarter showed how good they can be. And if they'd have managed to execute like that on offense a little bit more, and especially in the first quarter, and go into half-time in touching distance, then maybe this game is a different ball game.
7:09 now. Germany not taking any pressure away from this. They want to keep piling on more and more here against Thailand. Kicking this one out here to Albrecht. Just trying to find a bit of opium. Goes down the middle. Yeah, goes in with a dream hook and a kiss off the backboard.
Yeah, Jens Albrecht of the Thuringia Bulls, he just loves to attack the basket. And he saw he could have had an open shot from the mid-range, but he saw he also had a lane to the basket, and it was a lovely little scoop hook shot there to finish at the basket.
Thailand searching for identity. At the moment, it's been very tough for them. They almost turn it over again. Tirapong, loose ball, 5 here on the shot clock. Got to get something. One ball screen. Puts up a Hail Mary 3, a little bit short. And Germany happy to see that one go out of bounds.
Yeah, this German defence is really starting to suffocate this Thailand offence. They can't get any breathing space. They're trapped up at the 3-point line. No space to operate, and there's not much more Thailand can do when Germany just a more physical team.
Over 6 minutes here in the fourth quarter. Sadler goes for the long one, a little bit short. Tirapong happy to let that one bounce out of bounds, excuse me.
What's scary as well for a lot of the other teams in this competition is that Germany haven't been at the best in this game at all. They've got so many more levels they can go to. Yeah, with 6 minutes left in the fourth, they've already scored 81. So to score 81 in with still 6 minutes to play is a really scary sight for any team that has to cross over with Germany.
That's a terrifying fact you just said there, because you mentioned leading by 38 points and not playing at their best. That sends a message to all the better teams in this tournament, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Teams are going to look at this thinking, if the people have watched this game, they know that Germany have got so much more to offer, and they're still flowing on all cylinders almost. Like, I think they've got more gears to go, and that's how good this German side is and how good this German side can be.
Timeout now to Thailand again. For 5 minutes and 34 seconds, it will be about pride for this team. Again, they must finish as strong as possible. Again, even with a strong finish, knowing you lost this game, just a little bit of inspiration going into your next game.
Yeah, you don't want to finish poorly at the end of even though you've won, you've got a comfortable gap. You don't want to finish the game poorly because you come off feeling deflated then. And even though you've won by we're at 40, plus 41 now, you can come off feeling flat and deflated, and nobody wants to feel that after you've just got a victory and top the group. So it's always good to finish strong and go into the crossover games well.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching us live on the YouTube stream, big game to look out for here tonight for the men's will be the battle between the United Kingdom, the defending champions, and the United States of America. That is going to be a huge showdown.
Yeah, Great Britain, of course, defending champions from the Worlds in 2018, but USA defending Paralympic champions from 2016 in Rio, apologies, and from Tokyo as well, 2022. So it's tough. It should be a really exciting game tonight.
Interesting that the Netherlands won the European Championship in 2021 due to a technicality, though, wasn't it?
Yes.
You can't say that, though. We have to say the fact that the Netherlands are a great team.
Netherlands are winning European champions. They're a strong side. What happened there was it was still during the peak of COVID, so teams like Turkey had to drop out, and then a few other teams pulled out, and then that's sort of the way it unfolded. But don't take anything there for the Netherlands. I think that's really benefited them, that result as well. That they've got so much confidence now, and they've just been advancing on it this past year or so. So I think they're coming in. I think they're another. Then with Germany, are there for top four places.
One of the teams I really like so far, Iran, but their opening games were against the United Kingdom and the USA. I really like Iran.
Yeah, it was a really good performance. They started off really well against Great Britain in that first quarter, but GB just had a little bit too much of him, really, and that was sort of the way the game went. But against USA, I had a little sneaking suspicion that the way Iran play and the way they set up, that they would cause some trouble to USA, because USA are not a big side, and they ran play with 3 really tall players there, and thought that might cause some troubles to the perimeter game for USA, and I was right. And I really think they've got so much perimeter scoring that they can give any team a game on the day.
Germany trying to pile the pressure on Thailand. Come up with it. We have a delay in game as Tirapong just needs to be assisted back up. And again, look at the respect and admiration.
Yeah, I think Sadler went to give him a hand up there, but he probably needs to get up on his front rather than his back. So sometimes help can do more harm than good it can in wheelchair basketball.
Tirapong right now here in the backcourt with Thailand. Trying to go for a shot on the baseline, no good. The Germans with a rebound. Again, just look how quickly this team likes to push the ball up the floor. Sadly at the top of the key, thinks about it, takes it, doesn't get it. Thailand secure the rebound. Great to see we have traveling fans from both Thailand and Germany here in Dubai. Tirapong, it's going to be an offensive foul, I believe.
And this is where, when you're in a game like the score is as it stands, it can just get away from you a little bit. That lack of discipline, that lack of focus, things like this, little sloppy things can just cause some turnovers, and it's difficult to be a part of that team when you know you can still offer more even when you're down.
Left wide open, uncontested. 3 is up. 1, 2, 3, bitte schön. You cannot leave this man wide open because he will punish you. Where was the defense, Lucas?
Yeah, that's the thing. And that comes into that discipline, and you get to the point where your spirit can be broken and you feel like you just want this game to be done, and that's not what you need, because otherwise the score can just keep ballooning and you go into the crossover games really deflated then. And
I mean, surely the Thai players would have known in the scouting report this team is a great perimeter shooting team, but I mean, that was a deflated moment of just take the shot.
Yeah, no, the other option is, against such a strong team like Germany with so much depth, the game plan could be, do we want them to shoot from outside? We can't stop everything. We can't stop everything, so maybe they're deciding they want to just force them from outside and not give them any inside looks.
Thailand's coach, Maziar Mirazima, infuriated at the moment with his players, but again, the Thailand players, Lucas, I got to tell you, I mean, looks like they need probably just a little bit more positive inspiration just to keep them going.
Yeah, down 44, I'm not sure screaming and banging clipboard is maybe the best thing. And you're against a team that you were clearly outmatched by. If it was a game that you should be competing in, or you should be neck and neck, that passion is what you love to see. But in a game down 44, these players are already deflated. We don't need some players don't respond well to that sort of passion. And you can call a timeout and correct the things that are going wrong and be passionate, but that bit of when it gets so heated and losing your temper a little bit maybe isn't what that Thailand team needs in this timeout.
The players still look collective, keeping the spirits very high. I mean, look, we must give credit to Thailand. First quarter was a rough start. Second quarter, they played some very good stuff. They had the lead in the second quarter. Third quarter, Magic started cooking at one point, but it's very unfair to compare them against one of the favorites here in the tournament.
Yeah, and like Thailand in the wheelchair basketball world, they're still a developing team in the wheelchair basketball world. Like Germany, like a lot of the European nations, USA, Canada, these nations have been established on the international stage for literally before I was born. And Thailand only recently have started to get into qualify for world championships, and this is a side that, yeah, the results are tough to take, but when you look at the context of the sport in that country, that qualifying is amazing. When there's been Paralympics that people didn't even know Thailand played wheelchair basketball, or maybe they didn't play wheelchair basketball at all. So you've got to look at a bit of context at times as well.
The foul has been called under the bucket, no basket. That will be a baseline possession to Thailand. 3:15 to go. Germany currently with a 46-point lead.
It's like being an able-bodied fan of Great Britain basketball. we've always struggled on the international stage, but the fact we're starting to qualify now for majors is you just got to take it as a positive and maybe not berate your players when you're down by 40.
Let's not go there. Obviously as well, but fantastic, of course. For me especially, as our job as commentators, we must be very impartial. I mean, I love seeing all the teams and professionals, but I have to say, as a British person, it gives me so much pride to see Great Britain come in, both the men's and the women's team. But the same thing goes well seeing Canada, Love seeing the way the Canadians play, the way the Germans play.
Yeah.
This overall, some of the best teams in this tournament. What I love is, I'm saying this to Simon Fisher, I love seeing the players enjoying themselves, having fun, being a part of a team and love to be a part of something bigger than themselves. Yeah,
exactly. And I commentated on the Japan-Thailand women's game yesterday, and just seeing the Thailand women, it was a game that they got blew out in, but they were just enjoying themselves, and it was the fact they've qualified for a major tournament is such a great achievement for the players and for the country and the sport. So it's really good to see players, like you said, just enjoying themselves, having fun. And obviously everyone wants to win, but you play a sport because you love it and you enjoy it. So it's good to see that passion at this level.
Germany getting another round one, potentially could make this a 49-point deficit. 2:28 to go. Thailand making a triple substitution, coming back in for them. Natakan, number 14, along with number 5, Tanakorn. Good at the free throw line so far. 16 points inside, can make it 17. Converts a three-point play, and he is the game's leading scorer here tonight. Thailand at the moment, happy to see the final 2 minutes get up. But they're going to have to try and finish this game as strong as possible. Nice little give and go play there. There's the layup again. Beautiful inspiration for the Thai players to take at the end of this one.
Yeah, that's a lovely play, and that was what we talked about earlier. Like, if you get one pick, you've got a good look, and you got the pick on the perimeter, the big drove to the basket, and it created that space for the lovely layup. That's a great little sequence there from Thailand.
2:02 to go here in the fourth quarter. Germany on their way to another victory. Sadler coming up one ball screen. Fakes the pass, goes up uncontested, makes the layup.
Yeah, it's a lovely play there from Germany. Got the one pick, drive to the basket, lovely fake pass there from Sadler, and finished the layup.
Foul is going to be called on Sadler. 1:47 to go. Still a 49-point deficit. Germany getting the interception. Can they finish this one? Thailand with Natakan just able to get back and make sure he doesn't have a wide open layup. Again, Goodner in the key, and it's only going to be one outcome. The game's top scorer with 18.
That's Buddha, Alex Buddha there with a nice little mid-range, middle of the key post up there.
Oh, my apologies. Goodner obviously leaving with 16 points.
Yeah.
Tirapong now just trying to keep this alive. 51 points is the deficit. Tirapong throwing that outside, and that goes out of bounds.
Yeah, all Thailand have really needed to doing in this game is when they've showed those runs where they execute really well and they've got some good perimeter players. A lot of those bigs can really shoot from the outside, and they just need to execute a bit more consistently. And then in the next few years, if this core group can stay together and they start developing as a unit, no reason why you can't be a force to reckon with at the next Worlds.
Foul has been committed. It's going to be on the ground. That will be baseline ball to Germany. Thailand's 13th foul. I like a little bit of sportsmanship there between Germany's number. It was Buddha there, just shaking hands with Thailand's number 5, Tanakorn.
Yeah, and that's another thing of what this sport is all about, and the Worlds, and you're meeting athletes from all over the world, and to sort of build those relationships and those friendships and grow the sport, and it's just good to see that there's not none of that animosity.
Another deep three, and as you mentioned, international events bringing cultures, countries together. As well, developing that empathy and developing friendships is the most important thing. While getting your ball reversal. Thailand just trying to get something here. Potentially in their last offense. Going again for a shot on the baseline. Rattles its way out. With a
Yeah, it's a good look and a little mismatch there, but he can't convert, unfortunately, for the Thai team.
So second step by Germany's Thomas Bummer. On the shot clock here for the Germans. Sadler draws a foul, and that's the last team foul for Thailand again with 19 seconds left here in the game. Well, Germany probably won't hit the century mark, but nonetheless, another emphatic victory here for Deutschland. And we'll have to get one last shot off. 4 seconds difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Trying to find a time and space. Nice little dive in the lane in the and one as Glusner will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, that's a lovely play there from Thomas Baumer into Gloucester for the finish. He's such a good playmaker when he's got the ball in his hands, and he creates so much attention because of his perimeter shooting game, and that lovely wraparound pass was wonderful. Amazing that only 2 players this evening on the German side have not got themselves into the scoring bracket. Everybody else has got buckets. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank you for joining us on the live YouTube stream. At the end of this one, Germany win 99-45. More games to cover on the IWBF YouTube channel. Switch over, give us a like and subscribe. We'll see you soon for more games.